Hello, it's 13:16 local Sidereal time. I am broadcasting from Las Vegas, Nevada. What is Sidereal time? Sidereal time is a timekeeping system that astronomers use to locate celestial objects. Using Sidereal time, it is possible to easily point a telescope to the proper coordinates in the night sky. Briefly, Sidereal time is a time scale that is based on Earth's rate of rotation measured relative to the fixed stars rather than the sun. Okay, so the thing about Sidereal time is studies have been done which show that a remote viewer's ability is increased by up to 400% during 13 and a half local Sidereal time or 1330 Sidereal time. So we are 15 minutes on one side of the peak, which is perfect because it's like, according to this chart, it's a peak that lasts about 15 minutes prior and 15 minutes after. So this is an app. If you're interested in getting it, it says Sidereal and it has a little, and it has a little planet on it. And it will show you all the local Sidereal times. It changes a few minutes every day based on Earth's rotation. So we're going to do a local Sidereal time reading. I don't know what we're going to talk about. They show me to pull these 3 decks, so let's start with a card. I know I'm getting 1 card from this deck, 1 card from that deck, and we're going to actually use the archetype decks to do a reading. And then I have my Universal Tarot cards out as clarifiers. So what is the message, Mr. Scott? What is it to light an incense? Hold on. I'm supposed to light an incense. Let me follow these directions. Okay. So yeah, they've been getting on me like, okay, local Sidereal time is more in your hours now, so we got to get back to doing that reading. I'm like, okie dokie. And so it's been a while since we've done a Sidereal reading. Remember, the local Sidereal time was late at night, so we were doing the readings late at night, which works well with my schedule and lifestyle. And now local Sidereal time is afternoon, which again is starting to work good with my lifestyle and schedule. Okay. All right. So let's get a card from here. Hello, Tina. Oh, thank you. Tina comments, hi, love, peace, and happiness, family. So crazy, because me and Marcella was talking about this, and I said, you're the only reader who does this, and I love it. Wow, literally today. Yeah, literally today. It's amazing what happens. I guess Spirit has been letting us all know it's time to do the local Sidereal readings. Okay, here we go. Answering the call. The time is now. The time is now. Answering the call. Spirit is calling. Spirit is calling. Now, this is a general reading. So if you get on this is a general reading for whoever is attracted to watch this. Sit back and relax. Get your little journal out. Get your little cup of wine, your little cup of water if you're like me. Bottom of the deck is solitude. In silence, peace prevails. So we're coming out of solitude and going into answering the call. I want to read from the book what answering the call has to say to us. Answering the call. Where is it at? All right. You've been called. The sacred journey always starts with a call. You might feel ready, or you might be uncertain and not willing. But when you receive the call, you must respond. If you've been waiting for your life to turn out, the waiting is over. Your true and authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it. Right now you've been called and a gateway is opening for communications from the spirit realms. Ooh. Okay, rewind, replay. Right now you've been called and a gateway is opening for communications from the spirit realms. One more time for emphasis. Right now you've been called and a gateway is opening for communications from the spirit realms. The energy of courage surrounds you. You may not know what the future brings, but you do know that it is now time to act and go forward. The sacred traveler wants you to know Spirit is trying to get your attention. Right now, your spirit helpers are telling you that this is your time. Rewind. Spirit is trying to get your attention. Right now, your spirit helpers are telling you that this is your time. One more time for emphasis. Spirit is trying to get your attention. Right now, your spirit helpers are telling you that this is your time. Listen with your heart. Your time is now. Do it now. Throw your shoulders back. Take a deep breath and plunge forward. The waiting is over. No matter what concerns or hesitations you may have in the deepest sense, you are ready. Believe, trust, follow the signs, and there will be many, and miracles will abound. Rewind. Believe, trust, follow the signs. There will be many, and miracles will abound. One more time for emphasis. Believe, trust, follow the signs. There will be many, and miracles will abound. Praise. I mean, Spirit's calling. They promising miracles. They talking about spirit communication. This is awesome. I mean, what else needs to be said to that? Answer the call of Spirit. Follow that guidance that they're giving. Let's see what is the message for us from the Akashic Tarot. Let's see what the Akashic Tarot wants to say. We'll be using that book too. Yep, we sure will. All right, Akashic Tarot. What is the message for us at this time, says God? Channeling for this local sidereal reading for my brothers and sisters of humanity. Whoever is brought to this, whenever they're brought to this, the perfect messages for my viewer, says God, for all the viewers. I have so many viewers, so thankful and grateful for all the viewers, for all the subscribers, for all my lovers. Yay! Okay, let's just go. What is the perfect message that you would have us deliver at this time for this here 1330? Because you know, in 1330 Sidereal, we give source free reign. It's like what you want to channel through, as we always do, right? But this is just a little bit different. I don't know. I guess it's because it's 1330 Sidereal time. What is the message? What is the message? Are we going to just do this all day? You know, we're working with Sidereal time. No, this is it. Okay, we got two cards. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Scrolls, diversity. The Five of Scrolls is diversity. So, there's a whole situation that's been going on set to, is contrasting. A contrasting situation that's been going on set to educate, create education. Let me just look at the Five of Scrolls real quick right here. I think Scrolls is like swords. Five of Scrolls, diversity. With this card, you'll find that it's time to diversify. There are many options for you to consider. You should take a look at them all. Allow yourself to try new things, go to new places, learn new subjects, break out into different directions, and meet new people too. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin. You're in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go farther afield than you had planned. In the end, you will diversify in ways that introduce you into a whole new you. So this is where the foundation is, right? So foundation is creating that shift, creating that change, doing new things, learning new things. Let's see what's coming out. We had two cards come out. Our first message is the Four of Forces, spring, autumn. Four of Forces. Let me see. What is the message of the Four of Forces, please? There's the Four of Forces. Okay. Just as the spring is a very full time for the farmer who is tilling the ground and planting his crop, so let yourself put in a little more effort now as you lay the groundwork for the time ahead. This could be a very creative period for you. Take action in creative projects or work-related endeavors that require more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards later. Make sure you engage in this extra activity with joy and optimism. You are always planting your energy into the Akashic records of your life. So as you work towards your goals, remember to plant hope and happiness along with all the action you take. That's awesome. Harvest is a time of reaping what you have sown. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. For some of you, it's harvest time for reals. Whether the harvest is big or small, always choose to live in appreciation. Placing gratitude in your Akashic record now will invite many things that generate more gratitude in the future. Yes. All right, let's see what else we have. Uriel and the Sphinx. It's card 21. This looks like the world card to me. I haven't studied this deck, and y'all have seen how many times I've read with this deck. So I don't know for a fact, but it feels like the world card because it's number 21, and this is a tarot deck. Uriel and the Sphinx. Let's see what it says. Archangel Uriel stands before the Sphinx under a full moon. The Sphinx is usually shown with the body of a lion, indicating strength, and the head of a king, showing authority and intelligence. But more than this, the Sphinx represents the enigmatic and inscrutable, the silent holder of truth and the ancient mysteries of the world. Here, the Archangel Uriel connects and confers with this great source of mystery. This card shows that it's time for you to do the most important and possibly the most difficult work in your life, the digging and inner discovery that takes you to your deepest self and your deepest power. Even the great Sphinx had to be dug out many times from the blowing desert sands that buried it up to its neck. And you must dig diligently too. You may have to chip away at the rock-like substance of your old beliefs and history so that you can get to the truth inside. But don't worry, you have begun already and you've made considerable inroads. There's also someone here to help you. Uriel, whose name means fire of God. You can work directly in your meditations with this archangel for self-understanding, transformation, and guidance. Also be on the lookout for someone in your daily life whom Uriel has sent. This could be a teacher, a mentor, or even a new friend who shares a kinship with you about this inner quest. It is a relationship of great value that comes in a time of profound power. Don't diminish the importance of this phase. It is this work that leads to your initiation and to your higher power. So answer the call, do the work, keep planting seeds, keep doing the work. You've learned a lot in silence, but you're being called out, and the work on self is never done. You're going to have to keep doing the work on self as more stuff comes up, and you got to do the work on that. Spirit is calling. You get the chance to answer that call and step up into your new life. Harvest time is here, and rewards come from the work you've done already. All right. Oh, we have reversals in this. That's shocking. I got a reversal right here. Seriously? Yeah, seriously. I got reversals in here. So this is interesting. This is going to be interesting now. All right. So let's do it this way. Let's pull a spread to show what's going on for this 1330 Sidereal Tarot message specially. Clearly, what messages I want to share with my viewers. They have shown me a spread, so we'll pull the spread that I'll show. I wasn't expecting reversals. We're going to be cutting them all upright. Okay. So we'll just pull the spread once the first card comes out, please and thank you. Okay. All right, good deal. Here we go. You're ready, folks? Our first card is the Alchemist. The Alchemist came out first. Love. Okay. And then we have the King. We have the Engineer. We have the Prostitute. Now, these are just archetypes. We ain't calling nobody no names. And there ain't nothing to be offended by. Then we have the Bully. Bully energy. Father. I'm so interested to see how they gonna put this message together. Beggar. The Pioneer. And one more. We have the Dilettante. On the bottom of the deck is the Exorcist. Exorcist energy is at the bottom of the deck. So the Exorcist in its light attribute says, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. The Alchemist. Somebody used to, the Alchemist is our first card out, and it's like grounding everything else. This card is like anchoring everything else that I put down. Okay. That's the way they're showing it to me. Somebody got a lot of artistic and creative talents from their father. The father may or may not be with them at this time, but from those artistic, from the inspirations gained from the father, there is an ingenuity about you that allows you to really freeform think. What's they call that? Brainstorm and achieve understanding that is leadership quality, understanding. Okay, leadership quality, understanding. I feel like sometimes a lot of people feel like you're a bully because the way you do things, you're a natural born leader. You can't help but shine the light. You can't help but speak your truth. It's impossible for you to try to fake the funk like you ain't right. Okay? Because you are right. And you know it. I feel like one of the big things that's gone on is because of the past situation where you had to, you felt very disempowered, and maybe some of you had to beg to survive at some point. You have had a aversion to money, to people with wealth and power. Some of you have had that. And as a result, there was a belief that, you giving away your spirit, you're not selling yourself to the devil just to get some money. But the truth of the matter is you're not doing anything to violate spirit. You have done nothing to violate spirit. And so you're beginning to see that in a more tangible way now. And it's helping you to build a healthier relationship with financial prosperity, with money, with wealth. Okay. I feel like you are definitely being changed into a leader. You're being changed into a leader. I feel like somebody has been dealing with the whole situation with somebody who is trying to force them to do something outside of their will, but spirit has called you and showed you like, yeah, we're not having that no more. That behavior is no longer acceptable. We're gonna have to make some changes, people. There's like, it's time to make some changes, people. But you're heeding that call. I do feel you're heeding that call. We're gonna go ahead and clarify this with some tarot. Excuse me, had a blow. All right. So we're going to clarify with the Universal Tarot cards and the Light Seers Tarot, one from each deck, please. Why is, let's start with the dilettante. Let's start out. Why is the dilettante here? The dilettante delights in doing many different things. She's kind of a Renaissance woman. And she has a lot of skills and talents. She doesn't always become the master of any, but she has them nonetheless. So, okay, thank you. They said, why don't you just pull one card once the first one comes off, lay one on each position just like you did last time. So that's what we'll do. And then we can go through and clarify. So we're going to do that. Once the first card comes out, we'll clarify each position. And then we're going to use the other deck before we get into reading these messages. So Listeners God, thank you for the perfect lineup of cards to clarify these messages for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you going to throw one out for me? No? Seriously? I thought you... Okay. All right. They're like, we're showing you to just set the cards down. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this deck shuffled well, too. Get these cards ready for clarifying, please, and thank you. So this is a little different than where they're showing me to clarify these cards. You'll see. I don't think we've ever done it this way on the channel before. All right. So overall, this energy has to do with having eliminated some lower vibration energies. Some of you literally are like spiritual gangsters. Spiritual gangster. Yes, and you've been fighting a spiritual battle, and you know for a fact that you have released some entities, some energies, transmuted energies. But you also in the 3D tangible, you've freed yourself and or others from these destructive impulses. So we can begin now. For the dilettante, what do we have from the Universal Tarot cards? It says, delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Temperance in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like whenever you were upset emotionally, you would create art, you would write a poem, you would write a song, you would make something. Somebody used their arts to create work. I mean, to transmute energy, to transmute that imbalance, that emotional imbalance, into something that was beneficial. Yeah. Let's see what else we have. Clarifying that. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Oh my God. Matched set much? I see that something you create, another person came along and bought it. There's a person here. There's a person here who is, through their arts, attracted an interesting individual into their experience. This person is loving what you're doing. They are not just loving what you're doing, they are a match to you, and they are drawn to you like a moth to a flame, like a hummingbird to some sweet pollen. What is this? What is this? What is this? Like a bee to honey. Oh my God, excuse me. I did sleep. I slept all night. Okay. Since the last recording, I was sleeping. So we had the dilettante And through the arts, there is an attraction coming in. So somebody is connecting with a person who is a great match for them, and it's coming through your arts. All right. Let's see. Why is this Father card here? Clarifying the Father, we have the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. Father, the card says, the light attribute says, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. I feel like with the lessons that you learned from the Father, from when you were a kid, you have been able to raise vibration, and you're being recognized for it. Like all the lessons from your father, this could be a specific experience. This could be like overall your whole childhood. It doesn't even have to have been a positive experience, as in my case, it didn't seem like a positive experience, but I sure transmuted that energy like the alchemists do and made it positive for me, right? And now I take everything that I learned and I raise vibration by creating awareness within social circles, within community. This is my social circle. This is community. I literally am in the process of removing all other avenues of social media, and I'm highly focused here on YouTube now. So through community, I feel like you're being recognized in the community as you've shared some of these things about, I feel like you got a lot of important life lessons from your father, and you've been sharing that with people. And so you're being recognized by your community. That's what the message is coming through for me now. Let's get 2 more clarifiers. Oh, I still need that Father card. Come back. So we have the Knight of Pentacles now and the Nine of Cups. It's like everywhere you go, you leave these gems of wisdom, is the way I'm seeing that Knight of Pentacles card. It's like everywhere he goes, he leaves the gems of wisdom that he gained from his father, or she from her father. And 9 of Cups, this helps lead to greater emotional stability and fulfillment for each one who takes it. I'm hearing for each one who takes it. I hear some of you are literally teaching emotional intelligence with a spiritual backdrop, right? Emotional intelligence with a spiritual backdrop. Cool. Like it. Love it. The Engineer is our next card up. It says ability to give creative energy to a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Let's see, our first 2 clarifiers are the 8 of Swords in reverse and the 9 of Cups. See, look, you go around, you talk to the community, you help them see ways out of their problems, you help them raise their vibration, you help them align to solutions, right? And you and I have learned that it's as simple as a head shift. If you could shift your mind, you'll end up shifting your world. And then you watch as these people get their wish come true. They raise their vibration. They feel better. They align with the things that they choose for themselves, okay? And they set themselves free. They free themselves from that mental imprisonment. They raise vibration. They feel better because you are an engineer. You're a mind mechanic. Let's see. Queen of Swords and the 4 of Wands. Yeah, we have somebody here who's sitting in contemplation. They've been through some difficult times and they're thinking about, how do I get to that celebration? How do I get to that celebration? Yeah, these are the people. These are the people that you're helping. There are people who are sitting there and they feel like the celebration is outside of them, and you're teaching them with these cards, that no, the celebration is actually within you. The wish fulfillment is within you. Once you align with it there, you can align with it outside, is something that you're teaching them. You're teaching them from the laws of the universe. Let's see why Pioneer comes out today. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups. 5 of Swords in reverse is Well, first off, the Pioneer card says passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. The bottom of the deck, the shadow attribute says compulsive need to keep moving on. Okay. Now, they're saying we're operating in some duality here because this is, hey, we're moving on from arguments, fighting, disagreements. Yeah. If you've already stated your truth and your point, you're knowing when to check out of the situation is what I'm getting. Okay. You know when to check out of the situation. You know when spirit is guiding you to move forward. There is an appropriate time to move forward. However, while you were in this argument, in this combat, in this conflict, in this battle, you were doing it passionately because of love. You were lighting your love was burning brighter than ever before. And when it got to a specific point where it became the option of uplifting and teaching and such versus maintaining and honoring spirit. In other words, when there it is right there. I hear you stayed until spirit was violated. As soon as spirit was violated, it was time to move on. And we're done with that. Next, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Hangman. Yep, see? Same energy. Seven of Pentacles. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing slowly. But a new perspective is needed. And Spirit says, yep, new perspective is needed. So I feel like you're the guy and you're like feeding all this energy to this plant. And it's growing. But Spirit is like, look, you need to free yourself. You're holding yourself up here. You need to go. Yep. So you're doing things differently because Spirit's guiding you. Let's look at the Bully card. I'm glad we finally got to this Bully card. It says, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So let's see what we have. Our clarifiers are the Three of Pentacles and the Empress. Oh, yeah, that bullying shit don't work. I'm the Empress. That's what I'm getting. That bullying, that spam, bullying spam don't work. We are the Empress energy. We know our value. We know our worth. You cannot bully us. You may think you can. We may give you the illusion that you can. But, honey, you're a bag of hot air, and it's not working. We are the Empress. Moving on. What else do we have? Oh, Empress again. Boo. Two of Wands. See, you try to bully the Empress. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make another decision. We're going to leave you sitting off on isolation on your own. Well, we go birth something else. Because all your bullying is motivation. It's just confirmation of our power of who and what we are. We are still in our Empress energy. Praise, double Empress energy coming out again with the bully. So, yeah, I like it. Okay, so that's Taurus energy all over there. Let me just say. Because Empress is Taurus, and we had double Empress in that. Bully, y'all already know. Bull gang, baby. I'm just saying. The King, enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. Let's clarify this. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands. I feel like somebody was coming in to play games and they're being blocked. They're being blocked by the Wheel of Fortune. Things have changed. Whoever this was, this person is a fly-by-night. This is a player energy. This is a non-committal. This is immature. This is a rash. This is somebody with no follow-through and no staying power. And the Wheel of Fortune is a blocked door that doesn't allow, it's like, until this change is complete, a change is needed. They're being inspired to change. Until they've done that, they will not be able to unlock the door to become king. There's that. They will not be unable to unlock the door to become king. 10 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. So now there's a trying to figure out, trying to decipher how do I do that? How do I unlock the door? How do I step into the kingly power? Somebody is in king train. Now, there's also somebody here who has made a decision to walk away from a situation and leave another person to really contemplate what they've done and get in tune with their emotions. And this was an act, a kingly act. It was something done out of benevolence in leadership to benefit this person. And if that means you need to separate from the energy, because they're in two different places, you will separate from the energy. So I see you here standing off, memories of what was, memories of what ideas you had, but in a place of letting go and letting flow. And this other person really, one finger chewing on their fingernail up here in contemplation, like, well, which one of my emotions will I allow myself to tap into to access at this time? So somebody had to make a decision that was not easy to make in order to benefit not only yourself, but the other person or people involved in the situation. It wasn't a choice you ever really wanted to make. But according to the energy flow that you've been experiencing, you realize that the growth that needs to happen in this situation, the calling of the energy and what needs to happen for the development of this leadership quality in this person, whether that's a leadership quality within their own energy or within external energies, it needs to happen on their own. Nobody can help them. They have to do it alone on their own. Okay. Is it going to be an allergy day? Like, not nice. Okay. Let's go to the beggar card. Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival. Awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. The 10 of Swords in reverse and the 9 of Swords upright. Yeah, somebody is releasing fears that they've had of asking for help. And somebody else is really not knowing what the heck they're going to do because they're feeling stuck. And they just don't know where to go for help. Oh boy, I don't want to read anymore on that. Next set, High Priestess and the 6 of Cups. This person is in their time of need. They're remembering where they received generosity before. They're thinking back to what got them to where they're at and what the journey was to get to where they're at now. And for some, this is now things are better. You're more in receptive mode and you're appreciating your journey, looking back on how you came from being so wanting to being so having. For somebody else who's on the other end of the spectrum, who's probably not watching this video, that person is thinking back to when everything was taken care of and who took care of them. And they had a loyal caretaker. Now, prostitute is here. Accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Somebody made money, more of a focus. Let's see what we have. The Lover's card and the Tower in reverse. This Lover's card and Tower in reverse. Oh my goodness. So Source is... I'm having a difficulty with these cards for some reason. Shock and awe. Somebody is being propositioned. Honestly, somebody is being propositioned. Whoever this person is that was in deep fear, they're going to be propositioned and they're going to have the opportunity to make their financial dreams come true if they would only sell their soul. If they would only violate spirit. If they would only violate their intuition. If they would only work against themselves for money. What else? We have the Star and the Chariot. Now, this is showing me somebody who has known that they don't have to do such things, that they're always supported in this physical realm. So this person is hoping and praying on their blessings that they do see and they do get. This person gets blessed. This person receives their opportunities, and they get their opportunity to move forward, and that's exactly what they do. A wish is granted with the Star card that helps move things forward with the Chariot, that helps things move forward quickly. A big blessing coming in. So it's almost as though one person is, one side of the story is suffering some ill consequences, and the other side of the story is receiving benefit, accolades, and praise. All right. Let's look at the Alchemist now. We have the Sun in reverse with the Queen of Cups. Ooh, the Alchemist in reverse. We have somebody here who is working energy to create a low vibration. They don't want something to come out into the light. There's a person here who has spiritual abilities, and they are trying to fight the light. That doesn't turn out well. The sun will burn you if you aren't nice. Watch out. Yeah, this person is very upset. This could simply be as simple as envy, jealousy, and insecurity. That creates an energy, right? That creates an energy. Somebody here is working in a lower vibration. What else do we need to know? The Hermit and the Five of Cups. Because somebody's working in a lower vibration, but they are working and they're creating an energy. As a matter of fact, in order to get to creating what they want to create, what's happening first is getting real with their self with the Hermit card. And they got to go through this emotional purge with the Five of Cups. Emotional purge and emotional dumping energy. Okay. So who is this? Who are we talking about? Somebody's in the process of deep change because of the fact that they have worked some low vibrational energies. They need to dump emotionally. A card advice for my viewer, please. The Hierophant. Remember your life lessons. Remember your blessings. Apply everything you've learned. And always be obedient to the spiritual authority. Always obey your spiritual authority. What can you expect from the other party involved? The Ace of Wands in reverse. Absolutely nothing. A big fat no. If they say they're going to do it, they're not going to follow through. This has been our 1330 Sidereal message. Sherry, remind me that you sent your donation when we do the download, please. Until next time, sending you blessings of love and peace and happiness. Laters.